Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wow. I've been listening to Snooze for about a year and some change. 17 times a day on this radio, right? During the Breakfast Club. And Jess Hilarious just put me on the Snooze. Got me looking at Snooze different.
You never listened to the lyrics?
It's the lyrics. She testified about how many people she killed and all that.
Yeah, she killed somebody for you and all that.
But I told you, because she has a wonderful disguising voice, like goo goo gaga. So people can't like understand exactly what she's saying. Yeah. She's very smart, but she confessed to a lot of crime.
Like a baby murderer.
Yeah.
A baby murderer.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Just started off. Super Bowl sets TV ratings record with 123.4 million viewers.
Yes.
No surprise there.
Yeah, so the longest Super Bowl game also will go down as the most watched program in television history.
Yeah, no surprise there. Went into overtime. You got a dynasty like the Kansas City Chiefs. You got a storied franchise like the San Francisco 49ers. You got Usher at the halftime show. Yep. You got the Taylor Swift stuff swirling around.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of elements that doesn't surprise me at all that they was the most watched thing in history.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then you got the whole Bronx for Ice Spice.
The whole Bronx for Ice Spice.
No. You acting like it's legal cable in the Bronx.
Yeah, definitely not. They got fire sticks, all types of things.
Oh my God.
Well, let's jump right into Joel Osteen.
Yeah, good morning, DJ Envy.
What's up,
good
Tess?
morning, Charlamagne, and happy birthday to Jess.
Thank you, beautiful.
Happy birthday,
Peace,
baby.
Tess.
Yeah, let's get into some new details about the Sunday shooting at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Houston. Let's go to NBC News for the report, and then I'm gonna give you some more information on the other side.
Police identified the shooter as 36-year-old Genesee Yvonne Moreno and say she was carrying an AR-15 with the word Palestine written on it. Police said they also found anti-Semitic writings during a recent search warrant.
We have uncovered some items. We do have some anti-Semitic writings that we have uncovered during this process. But like I said, we are 24 hours into it.
Investigators say a dispute between Moreno and her ex-husband's family, some of whom are Jewish, may be related to the shooting.
Now, as he mentioned, and as we talked about yesterday, when these shootings happen, there's details constantly unfolding. So that was the latest as far as, what happened with the shooting. But I want to give you some more details on her background, her criminal history, as well as her documented mental illness. Take a listen to this. And Joel Osteen, we also have his statement as well.
Law enforcement records show the shooter had at least 6 prior arrests since 2005, including unlawful carrying of a weapon, which she pleaded guilty to, evading arrest, and assault on a public official, which she pleaded to a lesser charge. Moreno's neighbor, who didn't want to be identified, said she filed a restraining order against her in November.
4 years I've been through hell. I have reported this, and it's gone on deaf ears. Nobody should have died. Nobody should have been hurt. This should have been handled years ago.
Police adding in 2016, authorities placed Moreno under an emergency detention order.
We do believe that she does have a mental health history that is documented through us and through interviews with family members.
We're devastated. I mean, we've been here 65 years and have somebody shooting in your church. But, we don't understand why these things happen, but we know God's in control.
Damn, so sad.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so we'll continue to see. Again, they said no motive has been determined at this point. They'll continue to look into it. They're also saying they don't know if they're going to document this as a hate crime or terrorism or how that's going to happen. Also, I haven't seen an update on the little boy that was there. Remember, there was a little boy, her son that was with
her, right?
Yep, that was with him, and he was in critical condition. And as of right now, this moment, because things change every hour, I have not seen an update on him. So hoping that he is recovers from that as well.
All right, well, that is front page news. What are we talking next hour, Tess?
Yeah, make sure you tap in. Tax season is here. You may qualify for more money. And I want you to know about something that's going to happen on Valentine's Day. If you plan on ordering DoorDash or if you need an Uber or Lyft at the airport, drivers in 10 cities are saying get somebody else to do it. So I'm going to tell you all about it at the top of the hour.
Oh, boy. All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tez?
Good morning, DJ Ivy. Good morning, and happy birthday to Jess Hilarious
Thank you.
and Charlamagne the God.
Now let's jump right into these tax refunds.
Yeah, before I get to this, Envy, you love your free burger days. You like to pull up when McDonald's is giving free burgers. I wanted everybody to know today is National Pancake Day. So IHOP is offering free pancakes today at participating locations from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because it's also paired with their month-long fundraising campaign to fight food insecurity. So if you go in and get your free stack, your 3-stack, make sure you donate $1. Every dollar you donate provides 10 meals for people facing hunger. So
you said food insecurity.
Yes, like to help people with food. That's what they call it now. Help people who are hungry, basically.
Oh, my son gonna be happy. He love him some pancakes.
He love IHOP.
Yes. So thank you.
You pulling up today? You think you're gonna pull up?
I'm gonna tell my mother to take them. I'm not going there, but I'm gonna tell my mother to take them.
Imagine just standing in line for three pancakes.
Like Ash, no.
Hey, a deal is a deal. Okay,
yeah, that's right.
I don't care what y'all say. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 3 pancakes for free.
Envy has no shame waiting in a long line. Would you be getting your little burger?
They be tricking you though. You get there and you got to download the app and you got to order it on the app, and it's too much. Just give me my burgers.
Rewards program.
Yeah, rewards program. Just give me my pancakes.
I'm sure you got to do the same with IHOP. I'm sure you got to fill something out. You got to do something.
Yeah. Well, if y'all go in, make sure y'all donate $1. But in more money news, I wanted folks to know about this because this is important. It's tax season. Let's listen to Atlanta Fox 5 for the report on how you may get a larger refund. Check it out.
Last year, we had some big numbers. $3,200 was the average refund from last year. Whether you get the same or more really depends upon how your income did over the last 12 months. If you saw a substantial raise in your paycheck, because a lot of people did, you'll probably get about the same. If your income stayed the same or only went up a little bit, then you actually could expect a higher refund because 2 things happened. Number one is they adjusted up the standard deduction. They gave you more of those free deductions. And every year they adjust the tax tables for inflation. So if you're earning more, 7% or so, you're going to pay about the same amount. But if your income stayed about the same, expect a bigger refund this year.
Tax refunds? What are those?
Right, what is that?
What are those?
Right.
God bless everybody that's getting one. I hope it's as big as the Super Bowl. I have no idea what a tax refund is.
I haven't seen one since before my son was born.
But I would say this is a big deal. The IRS is expecting 128.7 million individual tax returns this year. This is a big deal. People be all of a sudden, getting back together with old loves, waiting on their tax return and, trying to get people. You know how it go, Jess.
Yes, girl. They come around, start saying they kids and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So the family outings and all of that. So this is important probably for a lot of our listeners. So it will be a difference of about $300 to $400 increase. And I want to do the story, guys, again, because inflation, we talk so much about inflation. And so this is one of the things that they're showing that the IRS has recognized that there's been inflation, and this is kind of a way to make it even for those who are receiving a tax return.
Yeah, I have no problem with paying taxes. I have a problem with not knowing where my tax dollars are going. I wish that, we individually could, specifically say where we want our tax money to go. I want it to go to this initiative. I want it to go to, this community program. If I knew exactly where my tax dollars were going, I would have no problem paying it. Yeah. This money just be disappearing. It's just like, here, let me get that. Let me get that. You don't even know who that's going to.
No, I'm not with you. I don't want to pay taxes as much.
Yeah,
even if you don't know where it's going.
He said you're
they take a lot.
I would rather not pay at all. I think being that we're black, I think that should be our form of reparations. If you make over a certain amount of money, you shouldn't have to pay taxes.
Oh, wow.
I just feel all black people shouldn't have to pay taxes. Yeah, I'm with you. All black people.
No. If you make over a certain amount of money, you shouldn't have to pay taxes. If you don't make a certain amount of money, then you should be getting some form of reparations. You should be actually getting a check. But if you make a certain amount of money, you shouldn't have to pay taxes.
I'm with you. Charlamagne for president. Let's go.
I'm just saying.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why
you guys are interested in following that type of movement, go on Twitter and #CutTheCheck. So people are actually advocating for that, Charlamagne. So great idea. Maybe they'll listen. Now, some other stuff that people may need to be listening is Uber. Now, if you are, this is important because Valentine's Day, a lot of people may be ordering DoorDash. You may be flying in to an airport. And I want to let you know, Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash drivers plan to strike on Valentine's Day to talk about their lower pay and unsafe work conditions. Rideshare Drivers United, an independent union, said that Lyft and Uber drivers will turn off their apps to protest the significant decrease in pay that they felt in the winter. Now, the Justice for App Workers Coalition, which represents more than 100,000 drivers, issued a statement that we're sick of working 80 hours a week just to make ends meet, being constantly scared for our safety, and worrying about being deactivated with one click of a button. The group says its members will not be taking rides to and from the airports in 10 cities on Valentine's Day. Here it is: Austin, Chicago, Hartford, Miami, Newark, Orlando, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Providence, and Tampa. So if you're flying in, you usually take a Lyft. They say get somebody else to do it. Now, DoorDash, they haven't said that they're looking at any particular cities, but they are included in this report as well. So if you're ordering food, you might be stuck like Chuck. You need a ride, you better get somebody else. And now Uber has downplayed this and said that that they tried this protest before. And so they said, basically, do you drivers, because it didn't make a difference with us. They pretty much blew it off. But Lyft has said, yeah, they said, do you? We don't care. They said we did all right when y'all tried this last year. But Lyft did say, in an effort to address pay concerns, they did promise drivers will receive at least 70% of their money. So what you guys think? You think everybody should turn off the app or make a bigger statement, or what?
I mean, Lyft is high as hell. Like, all of that stuff is
Both
high.
of them is high, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? To get around New York, because I don't want to drive, like, I'll pay like $80 to go down the street. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, so this is what Lyft, I do understand they don't get. And then I talk to a lot of Lyft drivers too, and they say no, that they don't really get a lot of their money. A lot of the
Everybody says that, yep.
Yeah, I do notice that. So
well, what they don't do, another driver will. You know what I mean? But I do encourage the protesters if they feel like they're not making no money. But today is a day that people are going to be at home cooking anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Or restaurants.
Restaurants. Yeah. Today is restaurants.
Well, sometimes people be ordering, but sometimes people be ordering DoorDash pretending that they made the food. You know, DoorDash is a big thing on Valentine's Day, though. You don't think?
I was thinking about, do people get snowed in on purpose?
What do you mean?
Like, we always have these convos about getting flued out, but when it snows or it's supposed to be a terrible snowstorm somewhere, do you go and get snowed in on purpose with people?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to like getting snowed in, especially if it was somebody I like.
Really?
Very much.
So what do you do? Just act like you can't get a ride home?
All the time. Like, oh my God, now what am I do? You know?
I hope they say, no, just stay here. It's supposed to be bad.
Oh yeah, I ain't got hope now. Sometimes if you ugly, you get stuck over somebody's house. They like, oh no, I'm going to shovel.
I'm going to shovel the way out.
I'm going to help you get out.
No.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to help you get out of here.
But I was like, yeah.
Jess
they striking?
Jess actually has a skit.
Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash striking? I'm going to drive you.
I'll drive you home.
It's still cabs and taxis out here, for sure.
I got all-wheel drive. I'll drive you home.
Damn.
All right.
No, Jess, you need to upload that skit. Jess actually has a skit on pretending to be asleep. I saw this skit you did on pretending when they try to send you home, and Jess pretends to be asleep.
And then wake you up like, yeah, what you doing? You gotta go.
You gotta go now. All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tiz.
All right, peace.
Make sure you follow at Tesla Figueroa on all social media platforms and subscribe to the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network.
Wake that ass up
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.